I'm basically wrapped super warm because I'm not feeling well. I think I have hay fever or a fever or something, but I decided to make this video. So, I want to first start off by clarifying something. I'm still deciding what I'm essentially doing with the channel, but one thing I've wanted to talk about for the longest is that I'm still working on the animated story times. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I don't know how often I will make videos, but what I can say is it's definitely not gonna be every single day. And honestly, that's a relief to me and potentially a lot of you guys because I don't want to bombard anyone with content. Anyway, getting all of that outside of my system, I really thought that there is something I've been thinking about. It's so imperfect, but it's so perfect at the same time. And that's the idea that sometimes if you don't know the answer or if things don't work out, it's fine. And that itself is an answer. And I know people will be annoyed because they will be thinking, okay, I want to know what the answer is. Am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? And then obviously we realize that when we keep thinking about all of that stuff to a really high extent, we are wasting our lives and it just goes away just like that. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that the main topic of this video is your life is not as bad as, your life is not as bad as you think. And I'm not trying to start any cryptic talk, I'm not being assumptuous, but I do want to say this. Your life is how you make it. There are people who literally were in the trenches and they made their way out. There are people out there who aren't even there, but they feel like they are. And it's all down to the individual. But I also wanted to say that this isn't really much of an advice based video. It's more like it's okay. It's okay if you don't know the answer. It's okay if you're still figuring things out. We all have to figure things out in life. And it's not just an okay, you can figure things out in life kind of video. It's more like you have to figure things out. And sometimes you won't know the answer. In fact, a lot of the times we legit don't even know the answer. Why am I doing this? What's destined for me? All of these kind of things. It bugs us. It gets to our system. And that's what people often ignore at the same time. Why are we so fixated on all of these things? It's okay. You don't have to know everything. You really don't. And it's just something that I wanted to just say. Your life is not over. Your life is not a tragedy. And I know people have probably said this at times, but there's worse out there. And that's really what the whole point of the video is. There is far worse out there. But what's crazy is that there is no worst. Because even people who go through what feels like the worst, there's always worse than that. And that doesn't mean that we minimize people's suffering and we just act like it's not a big deal. I think society has a major problem with empathy. I don't know if you guys sense it as well, but people have lost so much empathy, and please know that feelings are valid and it's important to address these things. But it's also important to, downright physically address them as well. So I'm still figuring things out, but the purpose of this video is not to annoy anyone. I'm still working on my animated story times, and I'll send previews if you guys are interested. But yeah, I've been drawing, and sometimes it does feel like a struggle, but then other times I remember it doesn't leave me alone no matter what I do. So I guess I might have to alternate between the commentary and the animated story times. I will have to see, because one thing that I know about is the commentary is significantly easier and is likely going to be more frequent than the animated story times. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys what was up. And about me thinking about what to do with this channel, well, the thing is, I've already accumulated a lot from this channel. I wouldn't want to waste all of the things I've worked so hard for. I was just paranoid and I was just thinking about what if I was being absurd. But then it's just one of those intrusive thoughts, guys. So I just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, I really think it's fine to just go with the flow. Like, even if you have no idea what it is, as long as you're alive, as long as you're still searching, as long as you are actively out there in the world, learning, doing something, you are doing better than you think. And the title is not supposed to make you feel like, okay, your problems are minimal, but it's to tell you it's not an excuse. And at the same time, I just can't stop being blunt, even when I'm like this. Like, I'd love to be completely vulnerable, but it's so hard to just not. To, to just avoid throwing in, oh yeah, you guys gotta do this too, blah blah blah. Soz, gotta do the lectures too. But I think that one of the most painful things for me was the idea that I had to know all the answers. And it's especially since I've been doing this for a while, I was thinking to myself, okay, do I therefore need to owe myself an explanation? Is it fine if I really don't know what's going on? All of these things. And it's fine. People can make you feel like, okay, you have all of these problems, you have all of this, but people have it worse. People need the right approach with this. Okay. So when I say that people have it worse, I'm not telling you, okay, your problem is nothing. This person's matters more. I'm trying to teach you guys that there is far worse, in the sense that you could literally be even more depressed than you are right now. Like, and I was thinking about this more to myself. So I like to, what the heck? I did not intend to do that. I didn't even know that was possible. So I do not intend to make a video that's just like, oh yeah, like this. I'm telling this to myself as well, to the stubborn side of me, especially. You can figure things out. And at the end of the day, right, your life is not as bad as you think. Even when you have such low days, there is someone out there who has it worse than me. And what we do as a society is, unfortunately, we do the opposite. So listen to me, zooming in because we got something serious to say. Also, I don't know about this look. I just kind of, I saw it somewhere and I was like, I got inspired, but I have a love-hate relationship with it. Okay, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, okay, listen to me before I forget what I was about to say. We always look at people who have more than us. Social media always shows us, oh, this person has more than you at your age, at your blah blah blah. We always see what people have, but we never look at those below us. And you never acknowledge the fact that this life you want to throw away is one that people want. This, what's the word? Like, there's so many reasons for a lot of things. Some people complain that they have thin hair, some people want hair to begin with. And I know that sometimes people won't understand the empathy part. That's why I say society struggles with this. Like, you're thinking, it's not my problem. I'm not the one who is going through it. That's not the point. If you were, life is unpredictable like that. There's always worse out there. And I sometimes get this from my comment section as well. Like, I've seen so many people talk about their experiences and how they've basically decided to change things around. And it inspired me a lot, because it made me think, okay, I've got things I want to improve on at the same time. And I really want to do something for myself, for my inner child, for my younger self, for whatever is important to me. And that's what I like to remind myself. Those are literally my morals for the people I care about, etc. Those suffering around the world and so on. It's so easy to look at what we don't have, what we're lacking. But that's the thing. If we keep being this way, life's gonna go and we're just gonna wish we had that realization. And it sounds corny as hell, but when you're actually at that moment, the only thing that's gonna remain is regret. And we don't want that. So all I'm trying to say is, oh crap, my aim was so bad there. All I'm trying to say is you ain't gotta be perfect. You don't have to be someone who knows everything right now. But one thing you do have to hear, guys, is that you define if your life is actually good or bad. Okay? And there genuinely is worse. Your problem is not the worst in the world. My problem is not the worst in the world. It is valid. It is important. It is definitely something that weighs on us, our respective problems. However, it's not the make or break unless we make it like that. And if it does break us, we can remake stuff. But some people just let it break. They don't decide to build anything with that. They just say, okay, the piece is broke. Some people then realize, okay, the piece is broke. I'm feeling pain. I'm healing. Okay, now I'm ready to get back up. That's the mentality that we should all strive to have eventually. Get tired of your own BS. But yeah, I know it sounds like a strange video, but I really wanted to get this out there. I needed to remind myself about this. I was having a series of horrible days after horrible days, feeling low and even physically as well, like now. But I still remembered that there's worse than me. And I remind myself time and time again, life is never guaranteed for anyone. Like, we have so many chances and we act like we have another day. We have all of these opportunities. It's gifted to us. And we always want to feel like we want to be on top of everything. But the truth is, we are letting those things be on top of us. So it's a pretty tough pill to swallow, but it's like maybe you want a property. Maybe you want something so big in your life. Have you realized that the very thing you want, let's say a property or something that's really, I don't know, a big goal that people want to achieve, right? Let's say that that's something you really want to achieve and it's weighing on you. It's like, okay, it's like make or break for you. That property, although metaphorical, is weighing on you. And that much pressure is therefore on you. So you should not let it be on top of you. You should be on top of it. So when people say be on top of everything, mean it. It's not, okay, I'll let my desires be on top of me. They should never control me. So that's something I really wanted to add. And I know it's weird making a video when I literally said blah blah. I'm still reconsidering stuff. I won't be uploading as frequently, because yeah, the burnout is real, but also I've been doing this for too long. I think I'll do maybe a few topics and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna come back to uploading like a crazy maniac again. I have come to that realization though. I knew for a while. It never hit me as much as it should have. And as for the animated story times, yeah, I guess I'll keep you guys posted about that. I have a pretty funny story in mind actually. It was a past experience, but it's funny. Um, I still think that I can try my best. Also, I do have a coffee page as well if you guys wish to support me there. And I've been getting a few questions about my commissions. It's a bit strange because I'm not really encouraging. Oh my god, I'm not encouraging them as much anymore. But if you do want to commission me, find me on my Instagram, SuzuTales, and Discord as well. I do have Discord. Or email me. I do have my email listed somewhere as well. And yeah, as for the 70% off offer, that is still active if you support my coffee page. And I do accept payments for commissions via coffee. And I do want to clarify one more thing as well. I do have merch as well, but merch payments can only be done through, I think, bank transfers or just whatever it tells you to do, with card details. I can't, unfortunately, accept coffee payments. This is not a service that is mine specifically. I work with the service, so I can't control that. If I wanted to, if I really, really wanted to, and I could, most importantly, I would have accepted coffee payments for merch as well. But it's a separate matter, so I just wanted to clarify that. But thank you to everyone who supported my merch. I'm yet to get more updates as well, and I'd be happy to share it with you guys. But yeah, I'm trying my best to really ground myself and kind of pull myself together. So this video is really supposed to be like, it is random, very random, but I guess it is another update of me. But also, there's worse out there. Life doesn't just end there, and me considering what I really want to do. And I appreciate the support as well. I really, really do. And it means so much to me when people tell me all of these things. I promise. I can't express it all the time, but I am very, very grateful when I have low moments like these, etc. And I just kind of come back to my senses. When I'm, back to normal, I'd say it really hits me. Like, wow, so many people have been by my side. And I think that's another thing. We take things for granted when we're in this state as well. So that's why you can't say that your life necessarily is just bad and it's just the worst. But there's always someone who cares about you. And if you feel like there's no one who cares, who said that, I care about you, okay? I literally have the choice to say these words and I am. That's how you know. Okay, you are welcome to my channel. You're welcome to comment. You're welcome to be an active member. Do whatever you wish as long as you spread joy and treat my other followers well. Because I'm not lenient to that, okay? I'm gonna sound like an overprotective sister or mother here, but listen to me. I will not tolerate disrespect towards my fans. So guys, be nice and behave, okay? If you don't agree with one another or this video, it's not my problem. I'm speaking my mind. I'm not trying to tell you how the world works. And additionally, keep the environment positive as you guys have already. And if you don't agree, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to. But at the very least, I want everyone to treat each other well. We don't need a-holes. We just want a positive environment and something that's healthy so that people can come back and feel free to express themselves. Anyway, I've yapped way too much because I have not been doing this for a while. And I don't know how I'm able to yap while feeling so sick. But yeah, I'm taking rest now. But thank you for watching. If you sorry, I feel gross with this voice. Hell no, I can't record my animated story time with a voice like that. Good thing the drawings take me the most time, but still. Yeah, I guess I will see you guys in another video. Don't let my voice be too distracting. I will see. I can't. I'm so bad at saying bye now. It's like I'm letting go of something so precious. I have to let you guys go though. Okay. Take care. Bye.